Hey friends, Dr. Christy here, and I want to talk to you today about attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. So if your child or someone you know that has been diagnosed with this condition, listen up. First off, in my opinion, ADHD, I believe that term and diagnosis is way overused, overdiagnosed, and I want you to start thinking critically about either you or your child, whoever's been diagnosed with this, because it's not necessarily like a death sentence or an immediate need for medication or something like that. First and foremost, I want you to take a look at the diet. Too much sugar, too much artificial flavorings and dyes especially, and caffeine can all create symptoms that mimic ADHD. Especially red dye, especially the yellow dyes. Any artificial food dye are like the number one correlation with anything of that nature. So first and foremost, eliminate those from your diet. Number two, really take a look at the amount of sugar, processed foods that they're consuming, especially even caffeine. You'd be surprised how many children I've seen that they consume so much soda, not necessarily coffee. Not many people are giving their 8-year-olds coffee, but soda has caffeine in it. And those symptoms of too much caffeinated beverages for young children like that really manifest as ADHD type symptoms. So first and foremost, across the board, look at the diet, look at what they're consuming and putting in their body every day. Otherwise, I highly, highly recommend, this may seem so simplistic, but our children, my children included, my kid is inside right now on a Chromebook as I'm doing this video. But I monitor it, I make sure that he's not on there all the time. Get them outside, get them playing. More nature, less screen time is going to stimulate their brain in a different way so that it doesn't impact them and they don't get literally I call it like an irritated nervous system is what they have. When my son's been on the screen too much, I can literally see him just not functioning, and he gets agitated and irritable, and it's like he's addicted, and it's like he's in withdrawal, and it's all from the noxious stimulus that's coming off of that screen, off the Bluetooth, all that stuff. So less screens, more nature. Otherwise, look at the home environment too. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not always the most calm, peaceful, zened out person that I portray myself to be on these videos. Occasionally, I lose my crap. We're all human, and the more balance that we can maintain as parents and in our home environment, the more our kids are going to pick up on that as well. So I encourage you, if you have a kid with ADHD, take a look at yourself first and see what kind of environment you're creating and see what you can do within yourself to support their growth and development in a healthy way. And finally, I don't know if you've been hearing this lately, but it's been very, especially with regard to adults with ADHD, it's not necessarily a need to medicate. Sure, sometimes you might want those things to really, really focus on what you're doing, but if you end up really focusing on what you want to be doing and where you're good and where your creative outlets can shine, that's actually the beauty of an ADHD brain. It reminds you that you think a little bit differently, your brain works a little bit differently, and if you can hone in those skills and honor where you are best, then it's actually a gift and not a curse. Just a few notes of that today. I hope you all have a great day, and if you have questions, drop them below and follow me here. Have a good one.